Alright, this week we will be heading down to the South Island of New Zealand, and I'll be asking the question, has the world gone completely nuts?
We are heading south, way south. We took a 2-hour flight to the southern extreme of New Zealand's South Island. It's the middle of winter, so we've rented a van with a wood-burning stove and plenty of insulation. Do you ever get the feeling that lately something feels a bit off? And it's not just us. Everywhere you look, people are saying it. There was a viral video doing the rounds. It started with a simple question. Is it just me, or does everything feel off? And it struck a nerve. Millions of views, thousands of comments. A social anthropologist replied to that video. She said something like, this sense of dislocation you're feeling, that's not in your head. It's the result of living in a system that no longer makes sense. That hit people hard, because it gave words to something that many had been feeling, but hadn't quite named.
We're in the mountains, it's a bit wet, but we're going to go up there anyway, see what we can see.
It's hard for many to shake the feeling that something's broken. You scroll past bombed out buildings in Gaza, mass graves in Ukraine, floods, fires, economic collapse, and then suddenly Kim Kardashian is selling lip gloss. It's whiplash, emotional vertigo. 1 minute it's war crimes, the next a quiz asking which Pixar character you'd marry.
Fall down. And the rocks are falling down.
We're being pulled between horror and banality, and over time that disconnect numbs us. A world where people feel lost in noise, where everything is political and nothing feels true. Where even asking a simple question gets you labelled by one side or the other.
Well, we got to the top, there's a lake there and some snow-capped mountains. We can't see any of it though, so we'll go back down.
Let's go!
We doom scroll atrocities, then swipe straight to pop culture fluff, as if it belongs in the same stream. And the most unsettling part is, we're getting used to it. In the documentary HyperNormalisation, Adam Curtis makes this point about Russia. One of Putin's advisors, Vladislav Surkov, didn't just spread government propaganda, he also funded the opposition. Radical artists, conspiracy theorists, even protests against the Kremlin. The idea wasn't to push one message, it was to flood the zone with so many conflicting ones that no one knew what to believe.
You can't see any. You can't see a single sheep or a single cow.
When people stop even trying to make sense of things, that's when control becomes much easier.
Pretty cool, eh?
It's unsettling, and for many, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Whether you think the current cultural mess is just happenstance or part of a controlled effort to disorient and disconnect us from reality, it almost doesn't matter. What matters is, this is the world in which we find ourselves.
Really pretty.
Yeah, it's cool, eh?
Stunning.
I wonder if we'll get a view over there when it clears.
That'd be cool.
That's the biggie.
This is why I think people are drawn to nature right now in a way that perhaps they haven't been before.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's not just that it's beautiful, it's that it feels real. There's a line from Thoreau: "We need the tonic of wilderness. We can never have enough of nature."
Different kind of a feeling when that sun comes out. It's so warm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump from
Pass it.
Yeah.
Pass it. Yeah.
When the world feels incomprehensible, nature gives us solace. Yeah, and then this bit's got left. It's got some of the clouds filling in from over there, isn't it? It doesn't flood you with noise. It just exists.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Do that in England sometime.
The wind doesn't have an agenda. The rivers don't care what side you are on. They are forces that are carving out valleys through the mountains and have been doing so long before we lived. We are insignificant dots on their history.
Maybe swap plates in.
Yeah, that's I guess what.
Should we eat one first and
Oh no. So it's going to be like smashing
fair
it.
enough.
These buns are just so good. Yeah, I think this is the way to do it.
Nature is a place that keeps our ego in check. It's not a place to visit, it's our home. I'm not saying we should all do away with society and live in the wilderness, but maybe we do need to be reminded that nature is still there. It's not about rejecting society or going fully off-grid. It's more that we need to remember that beneath the chaos, the headlines, the noise, there's a quieter world. One that doesn't care who's trending. One that's been here long before us and will be here long after. As John Muir put it, "And into the forest I go, to lose my mind and find my soul." It's not just poetic, it's a pattern. Step away from the feeds, the headlines, the confusion, and something ancient kicks in. Clarity, stillness, something like peace. When you strip back all the layers, all the nonsense, there's a beautiful, calm world right under our feet. We don't all need to sell up and live in a bus by the ocean. That's my dream, and it might be your nightmare. For me, it's just a way to access nature more regularly. Because it's there, out in the hills, mountains and rivers, in the bush and the ocean, where I think most of us feel calmest. As Einstein said, look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. It's easy to think we're the centre of the story, but when you're sitting in the shadow of a mountain that's been there for millions of years, you realise something. We're not the main character, and maybe that's the relief we need.
That was an incredible trip, but I think we're both pretty happy to be back on the land here. If these kinds of programs with a slightly kind of philosophical edge are of interest to you, I'll link a playlist here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.